1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up.
Alright guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the latest episode of the Cobblers Save. We are now in February of 2018. I think the last time I showed you was the end of last season, so we've got sort of half a season to catch up on. We've got Champions League fixtures to go through as well. That's been all entertaining. It's a bit different as well, actually. It's a nice change to the league, but we'll bring you on to that a little bit later on. So let's start off with the league. Yeah, we'll go for the league first. Not too great to start with, but we do have a couple of games in hand over other teams, say Fulham, Everton as well. Where if we start winning our games in hand, we can probably rise up a little bit. But overall, the league's been very disappointing this year. Finishing 4th last year, we'd have expected to be challenging again. It is still quite early, and as you can see, the top 4 isn't what it would usually be. You've got Hull and Everton in there, which is a bit different. We actually lost to Everton, which was quite disappointing. What did we do? No, we beat Everton, sorry, when they were second. We lost to Southampton, wherever they are. We've overtook them now. I'll show you the fixtures. These are the Champions League fixtures. Yeah, we've not lost in the Champions League yet, which has been incredible. So we beat Lazio to qualify 9-1 on aggregate. The first game we had, yeah, Lazio home and away, obviously, to qualify. And then Leverkusen, we beat them 2-1 in the group. Sporting and Betis made up the rest of the group. We beat them all, home and away, apart from Leverkusen, we drew 1-1 away with. I wasn't too bothered about that, to be fair. And then we drew Anderlecht in the next round. I actually haven't looked at any of their players yet. Let's have a look. What are they going with up front? Meh. Who's the other guy? He doesn't look too bad. Okay. But yeah, we qualified really easily. So we got the runner-up of another group, which was Anderlecht. I'll be looking to go through, if I'm being completely honest. We are away first, so gives us the second leg at home, which I think I'd prefer. So if we go back on here and go all competitions. Yeah, this is one thing that I wanted to show in the last episode that I completely forgot about. The two players that I showed you before, Jackson and Warburton, the two players that have been here since the start. They've been here for, what was it, 14 years now or something like that? They both got a testimonial game. They've never played a game. Look at this. Warburton. He's never played a game for us and he got a testimonial. No games played, 14 years here, and he's got a testimonial. Same for Jackson as well. Ben Jackson, 31 years of age, and is getting £80 a week. Look at that. He's been out on loan once to Grantham, played 6 games, and he's got a testimonial for a Premier League side. Unbelievable. Warburton's the best one because he's literally not done anything. He's never been out on loan. He's never played in the first team. I think if I get to the Champions League final, I would take him. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So yeah, these are the fixtures. I don't want to go through them all because there is quite a lot. But you can see we've been quite inconsistent. If we can turn a few more of these draws into wins, I think that we'd be a little bit higher up, maybe looking to challenge the top 4 again. But at the minute, we're just outside sort of the Europa League push. So, you know, if we can do well in Europe and hopefully have a strong end to the season, then we'll be up there again, hopefully. We've got quite a tough end to the season. You see, we've got Liverpool, Arsenal and United there. So, we'll see. We'll see how we get on. But, yeah, transfer-wise, we have got a few players coming in, actually. I'll show you the history of what we've got so far. I can't remember if I've shown you these in the last episode, but I'm going to go through them again. Diaz went out for 25 million to Chelsea. He's played 10 times, I think, altogether. 9 times altogether. 25 million they've played 9 times. So I think we got the better end of that deal. Asuji went out for 2 million. Unfortunately, he just wasn't really playing. You can see he's struggling a little bit at Middlesbrough to get into the side there. So that's a shame because he was so good for us earlier on. Hudek went out to Lazio for, what was that, 20 million. So I think we did well with him as well. Brought him for 24, so 4 million loss, but he did well for us, so I'm not too concerned about that. Rebello went out to Leicester for £4 million. Not doing fantastically there. Who else went out? Florentino, 4 million, Leicester. Didn't really play for us, so you know we made 500 grand profit, which isn't amazing. Rudolph Kearney or Cerny went out to Bordeaux for 15 million. We actually got him in for 3.7. Did quite well for us in the couple of seasons that he was here, and yeah, we sold him for 15. So again, nice profit. We made 70 million. We brought in 35 million pounds worth. We brought back Terry Boyer from Barcelona on loan for the rest of the season. We brought in Martinez for 28 million, which was the lad that's been here for about 4 years now from Chelsea. We made that permanent. 28 million is worth 27.5, so a good deal, I think. And he's still only 21, but you can see his attributes at the minute are going through the roof, so that's nice to see. Who else did we bring in? We brought in Phil Jones on a free transfer, just a bit of experience. Trying to get him to tutor people, but he's not very happy at the minute because he's not been playing, but he's 35, what do you expect? Scott Wilson from Monaco on loan. This one, I don't think we can make him know. He's not out of contract. But yeah, he looks quite good. He's mainly come off the bench, which he's not been happy about, which is understandable because he is pretty good, but I've been trying to use my own players rather than loan players. Excuse me. Israel Beltran. We couldn't get a work permit for him. It was one of them that I didn't realise I didn't have a work permit for, and I signed him anyway. So I've sent him out on loan to Leipzig. We keep applying for work permits. How long do we have to wait? 111 days. But he played for PSG and wasn't too bad, but his stats are pretty decent. But if no one wants him, I'm just going to offer him out at the end of the season if we can't get a work permit. So it looks like he'll be on his way at the end of the season. Luka Jovic, who's been an absolute beast this season, even though his stats are going down, let's get rid of that. He's still out of this world, like so good. 18 in 24. Overall, he's got 27 in 35. He's been incredible for us. In the Champions League on his debut, he got a hat-trick against Lazio. He was so good. He's worth 14 million still at 30, so he doesn't look like he's going to decline, like really decline anytime soon. So he's still got the key stats that you need for a striker, which is good. Jacobo Mendes, I guess it is. On loan from Real Madrid. We've got another centre mid coming in next year who's a lot better than this guy, so he'll be going back at the end of the season. Won't be looking to make that permanent. Marcel Aerts, I guess, from Barcelona. Not really played as much as I would have liked, but he can play in many positions, which was why I wanted to get him just as a backup player for the season. Ryan Shaw has gone back to Arsenal. Yeah, I couldn't really register him because of the amount of players we had. We didn't really need him. Diego Ramon is a left back that's not really played because I wanted to keep Street, our own left back. I wanted to keep him playing as much as possible. So we've got a few players coming in. The first one is Ferreira from PSG. He's 21 years of age, and he's a striker that can play just behind the front line as well. You can see for someone at 21, for a striker, he's got pretty much everything. His composure lacks a little bit, but he's got good anticipation for his age. Dribbling, finishing, first touch, off the ball. He's got pace, really good physicals, technically very good. So I'm really looking forward to getting him in next season. He should be quite exciting to watch. He rejected. The centre midfielder that I was on about is Andrea Storini. Is it Storini? Storini, yeah. This is him. He's currently at Bayern Munich. Yeah, he's going to be on a fair whack, but judging by the stats, I think it's justified. You know, we've got to overpay for a couple of players maybe just to attract them. Once we start attracting players, we should be able to hopefully offer them a little bit less. He's only 5'3", I've just realised. So he's sort of like a David Silva player, I guess. But yeah, he looks like he's going to be unbelievable. He's done really well for Bayern this year. I think he's been quite consistent for them, yeah. Got 12 goals last year for them. And he's also got Champions League experience, which is what we need. And the final one is a centre-back, Alexandra Volkov from Napoli. He's going to be joining at the end of the season. Centre-back, like I said, again, having a really good season for his club at the minute. 18 heading, 17 marking, 16 tackling. Really good mentals and decent physicals as well. So he's going to improve our backline too. Is there anything else that I need to show you? Board-wise, we're still building our new stadium. We're still in the planning process. I'm not quite sure when that gets released as to what the name and stuff's going to be. But I guess we'll see at the end of the season, I'd have thought. And we're also having the youth facilities upgraded too. Finance-wise, we're looking really good. We've got a balance currently of 55 million, but a projected balance of 62. So we're making money at the minute, which is really good, which is allowing us to bring in these sort of players, which I just showed you, which is nice. So I don't think there's anything else I can really show you. What else can I show you? That's pretty much it. I think we're all up to scratch. I'm going to play the rest of the season. Probably won't be today. Might be today / tomorrow / the day after. But I'm not sure when this is going to go out. I've just had a message from Ben saying that our FM League game is going up tonight when I'm recording this. So this will probably go up tomorrow on the Wednesday. So if you've not already, go back and watch my game against Ellie. It's quite entertaining to watch. I won't give away the score, but yeah, you should definitely go and check that out. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up, I think. That's everything. I might start live commenting the Champions League games. If you want to see me live comment the Champions League games, let me know down below in the comments and I'll start live commenting them. It could be quite interesting to see how far we can get. Especially if we keep getting the luck of the draw like we have done so far. So yeah, I'll see you all soon. Peace.